Second Peter, chapter number 3. 2 Peter, chapter number 3. Now, you all are streaming what on Facebook, is it? Or YouTube? Where you? Those of you that are watching on there, if you're on Facebook, hit the share button. Very quickly tag 3 people in the comments. If you're on YouTube, I want to encourage you to hit the subscribe button on Panorama's YouTube page and stay connected there. 2 Peter chapter number 3, and I'm going to read in the NLT translation, and we'll work our way through this tonight. The first verse of 2 Peter chapter number 3. This is my second letter to you, dear friends, and in both of them I have tried to stimulate your wholesome thinking and to refresh your memory. The word of the Lord is blessed. We're in a very peculiar time in the earth, as the whole of the earth is in the midst of transition. We have come to the end of one era, E-R-A, end time and of time. We have not fully yet crossed into the next era, and it is imperative then that as we are in this testamental space, this space which will testify of the harvest to come, of the future to come, that as we're crossing into a new era, that we not allow errors of the past era to take root in the time of planting that is also simultaneously a time of harvesting, and we'll talk some about that. And as the whole of the earth is in transition, that same transition is happening in the church and in every sphere of influence. We saw beginning really in 2019, 2020, last year, pillars in every major sphere of influence being caught out of the earth. We saw pillars from the political sphere, the religious sphere. We saw pillars even in the marketplace as CEOs of major corporations just suddenly and without explanation began resigning, began separating themselves. It is a prophetic sign to us of the space and the moment that we are in. However, as the church is moving through this space of transition, there is an attitude of apathy that has begun to settle upon those who name the name of God and name the name of Christ, particularly here in America. We're living in the reality of prophetic writing made manifest, that there is a famine in the land for the hearing of the word of God. It did not say that there would be a famine of the preaching, but that there would be a famine of the hearing, that we have come to a space, the church collective has reached a space in time where we have become apathetic about our pursuit of the things of God, our pursuit of the work of the Lord, and our pursuit even for the aggregation of the saints. And as we are moving through this space, the Lord took me here to Peter's writing a couple of months ago, and has been dealing with me out of what Peter says as he begins here. He says, I want to challenge you and I want to stimulate your wholesome thinking. The opposite of wholesome thinking is cognitive distortions, right? Distorted thinking. There's some type of distorted way of thinking that the people that Peter is writing to have begun to normalize. And obviously, he's connecting their distorted thinking, their distorted outlook. He's connecting it with them not having a good memory about the power of God, the demonstrative power of God. And Peter is writing, and what Peter is experiencing, what Peter is looking at, looks much like the church that we are seeing today. Whether you are at Panorama, whether you are at the Kingdom Church in Houston, whether you're in Miami, North Carolina, as I travel around the nation preaching, there is an obvious consistency of the attitude of apathy. And one of the reasons that this apathy has become normal amongst us is because many of us have become passion addicts.
To watch the rest of this powerful message, download Panorama's app, which is available in all app stores by searching Panorama Christian Center. Create an account to stay connected with Panorama Christian Center. One word from God will change your life. Blessings.